Q3088. No person may operate an aircraft in formation flight. A. Over a densely populated area. B. In Class D airspace under special VFR. C. Except by prior arrangement with the pilot in command of each aircraft. The correct answer is C. Formation flight refers to the operation of two or more aircraft in close proximity to each other while maintaining a predetermined arrangement and mutual understanding. It is commonly seen during military operations, air shows, and training exercises. To ensure the safety of all aircraft involved, it is important to have prior arrangement and coordination among the pilots in command of each aircraft. This allows for clear communication, adherence to specific procedures, and maintaining appropriate spacing between the aircraft. Operating in formation without prior arrangement can be hazardous and may lead to increased risks of mid-air collisions or loss of control. Therefore, it is essential to establish clear communication and coordination between pilots before conducting any formation flight. 3076. Under what conditions may objects be dropped from an aircraft? A. Only in an emergency. B. If precautions are taken to avoid injury or damage to persons or property on the surface. C. If prior permission is received from the FAA. The correct answer is B. Objects may be dropped from an aircraft under certain conditions and with appropriate precautions. These conditions include ensuring that there is no risk of injury or damage to persons or property on the surface. Pilots must take necessary measures to ensure the safety of people and property on the ground. Dropping objects from an aircraft without proper precautions can be hazardous and may cause harm or damage. Therefore, it is important for pilots to adhere to safety guidelines and regulations when considering dropping objects from an aircraft. 2133-1. Which is true with respect to formation flights? Formation flights are A. Authorized when carrying passengers for hire, with prior arrangement with the pilot in command of each aircraft in the formation. B. Not authorized, except by arrangement with the pilot in command of each aircraft. C. Not authorized, unless the pilot in command of each aircraft is trained and found competent in formation. The correct answer is B. Formation flights involve multiple aircraft flying in close proximity to each other. Due to the increased risk and complexity involved, formation flights are not authorized by default. They require prior arrangement and coordination between the pilots of each aircraft involved. Each pilot in command must agree to the formation flight and take necessary precautions to ensure the safety of the aircraft and personnel involved. Formation flights are commonly seen in military aviation or during special aviation events where trained pilots perform coordinated maneuvers. However, even in those cases, strict coordination and communication between the pilots are essential to maintain safety. 3818. How should a VFR flight plan be closed at the completion of the flight at a controlled airport? A. The tower will automatically close the flight plan when the aircraft turns off the runway. B. The pilot must close the flight plan with the FAA upon landing. C. The tower will relay the instructions to the nearest FSS when the aircraft contacts the tower for landing. The correct answer is B. When filing a VFR flight plan, it is the responsibility of the pilot to ensure that the flight plan is closed upon completion of the flight. This can be done by contacting the appropriate FAA facility, such as a flight service station, FSS, via radio or telephone. The pilot should inform the FSS that the flight has been completed and request to close the flight plan. Closing the flight plan is important because it informs the authorities that the aircraft has arrived safely at its destination and prevents unnecessary search and rescue operations in case of overdue or missing aircraft. It is a crucial step in flight operations to ensure the safety and accountability of the flight. 3097. Unless otherwise authorized, what is the maximum indicated airspeed at which a person may operate an aircraft below 10,000 feet MSL? A. 200 knots. B. 250 knots. C. 288 knots. The correct answer is B. According to Federal Aviation Regulations, FARs, in the United States, unless otherwise authorized by ATC, air traffic control, or in an emergency situation, the maximum indicated airspeed for aircraft below 10,000 feet MSL is 250 knots. This speed restriction is in place to ensure safe separation between aircraft and promote efficient air traffic management. It's important for pilots to adhere to these speed limits unless instructed otherwise by ATC or in case of an emergency. Compliance with airspeed restrictions helps maintain a safe operating environment for all aircraft in the vicinity.